So here on this channel, all right, we don't necessarily game all the time, but personally, I'm a big gamer. I started off making content by making gaming content, and I still love making gaming content, but on Twitch now. Sadly, the audience that I've cultivated on YouTube and a little bit more, a little bit on Twitch, aren't necessarily the type to like games that much. It's pretty cringe, but it's okay. We all have our different things. It's all right. You know, I'm definitely not upset that you guys didn't want to watch the Breath of the Wild video that I put out. It definitely doesn't hurt that I had so much fun making that video, but like you guys just didn't care. It definitely didn't. It didn't. I don't think about it ever. It doesn't make me upset any. I don't like sit in my bed wondering what I did wrong. That never happens. Never happens. So there's this Twitch ambassador who goes by Ashley, who makes some content every now and again, and she decided to make a call out post for people who are upset about other people playing games on easy mode. She wants to normalize and stop shaming people for playing games on easy mode. Now, if you didn't know, there's a big divide between your casual normies and your big epic game bros. All right, the people who it's not gaming. All right, it's not a hobby. All right, it's not something you do for fun. Gaming is a lifestyle. All right, and you need to show it some dang respect. And playing on easy mode is anything but respect. So let's hear what she had to say about playing games on easy mode.
Hi, friends. I want you to look right in my eyes right now. You know exactly who I'm talking to. Hi, shut the fuck up. Let people play games however they want to. Are you seriously roasting me for trying to play a story that is notoriously one of the most convoluted lore-based games in existence to try to figure out the lore and listen to the dialogue and watch the cutscenes and enjoy it? I swear to God. I swear to God, not everybody wants to play games to be absolutely infuriated and in pain the entire time. I will absolutely suplex you the fuck out of my chat. Stop gatekeeping how people play games. It's so fucking boring. You're boring.
I want to take a little scroll. Hello, what's going on? I want to take a scroll through the comment section, see what some capital G hard R gamers had to say about some of this stuff, you know? I think normal should be minimum. Normal is the way the devs intended it. If they don't add easy as an option, then normal becomes the easiest option. Rarely do I play on very hard unless it's New Game Plus, and hard is my comfort zone. I think normal should be maximum. Normal is the way the devs intended it. If they don't add a hard option, normal becomes the hardest option. I'm not gatekeeping or saying that you shouldn't play as you wish. I'm just saying that normal should be the maximum. Yeah, this like argument that normal, it should be the minimum because that's the way the games, that's the way the devs designed it. Then wouldn't normal also be maximum as well? You shouldn't be playing on anything else besides normal. But the thing is, the people who choose hard, oh, now those are like super gamers. Instead of just being regular gamers, they're double, triple, quadruple, omega gamers. They've transcended normal gaming because they play the game on harder mode, even though apparently that's not the way that the devs designed it to be. Listen, if devs put a mode in the game, then the game was supposed to be played on that mode as well. I don't know where people got this idea from that like devs just make their game and they make it on normal difficulty, and then they're like, oh no, we forgot that it should have options. Oh no. And then after the fact, they just like go in and like, quick, it's like the night before the game is supposed to release at 12 a.m. and they're like, quick, easy mode, super easy baby, toddler mode, there we go. Whew. And then they throw it out. Like that's not how that works. Devs design the games to be played at different difficulties if the game has different difficulties. That's just how that works. Like the idea that they don't think about it at all is, I don't know where this comes from. I honestly don't know where it comes from. It's ableist to put barriers of entries on games. Table. I have someone who's gonna talk about that in just one moment. The only difficulty option is Ultra Nightmare from Doom 2016. Actually, the only difficulty is even higher. Ultra Mega nightmare mode in Doom 2016. You mod the game so where anytime an enemy locks onto you, you instantly die, and then you have to fix the game. You have to beat the game like that, and that's when you become a true gamer. Okay, anything below that, you're just it's like handing the remote to your like toddler nephew. Okay, doesn't even mean anything. But you honestly, I don't even think you played the game. You don't even deserve to buy it if you don't finish it like that. While you're also blindfolded and you're playing the game behind your back. All right. First world problems, I guess. These are super first world problems. I mean, try to figure out the lore, listen to the dialogue, watch the cutscenes, enjoy it. That's a movie. You want to watch a movie? No. Games are interactive. Movies are not. What? You don't wait. Not what is this? I still don't get this idea that all games are set by how difficult they are. You do know there are games that aren't meant to be difficult, right? There are some games that just are not that difficult. There are lots of games, actually, that are not that difficult. These gamers would tell you that lots of modern games are not that difficult. They're not that hard. They really aren't, you know? And so they're already complaining about that. How these people are making our games so easy. I don't even have to throw my controller. I miss the days where I throw my controller every single time I play a game. I'm sorry, not everybody has fun playing the game like that. Here, 1 second. Let me show you something.
Look at this shit. Fuck!
You okay, buddy?
Fuck this shit. I came in this fucking room and everything went fucking bad. Fuck this shit, man.
And then he just gets up and leaves. And the thing is, actually, after he got up and he didn't even turn the stream. So he was streaming. He didn't even turn the stream off. He just got up and left. He left the stream on. I think he actually left it on overnight. And then he came back in the morning and saw that he was still streaming and then shut it off. Like, this guy. Like, so I want to talk to you about Down Eldritch, or whatever the fuck this dude's name is. Something single player or something. I don't know. I don't know, and I also don't care. Some fucking freak decided to put out a video about how upset he is that people get to play games the way that they want to. Let's take a quick look, because he's responding directly to this video. Would you look at that? A meta response right now. Snoop Dogg could have had a heated gamer moment, and I would have been okay with that. See, the thing is, Snoop Dogg was that mad, and he didn't even have a heated gamer moment. Really, really curious. Some people who do, you know. I don't know. Really curious how where does that put PewDiePie now? You know what I'm saying?
I'm exhausted and getting exasperated with having to repeat it, and I don't even care to turn on the theme music.
Okay, wait a second. We gotta turn it up. Turn this up.
We're gonna go through it one more time. You, personally, and people in general, are not being mocked for playing video games on easy and playing games that are difficult on the easy difficulty. What's actually happening?
No, that is actually happening. Like, what is this guy trying to say, that like elitist gaming circles don't exist? Like, people who say they're playing on easy mode don't exist? This is just false. This is just false. And anyone who's ever spent any time in a gaming community who says stuff like that, you are either the person doing the bullying, doing the mocking, or you're lying. There is actually no in between. There's no, oh, it's not happening with you being in the gaming community. And this guy, like, behind him, I would imagine there's like some game. He even has some fucking kanji on his wall. So I would imagine that this guy probably spends some time gaming in his life. I would imagine so. So he's either dumb or he's lying. There is no in between in that, because this absolutely happens all of the time when it comes to gaming culture. All right. And games that have harder difficulties or just naturally harder, that people are like, hey, this game should be easier. Hey, it would be cool if we had this or that. People all of the time talk about how lesser of a gamer. Oh, and we can even talk about the people who game on their phones, right? Because now, in general, the majority of people who are considered gamers are women, but lots of those games that they play are on their phones, and people are like super elitist. Like, if you play your game on your phone, then you're not even a real gamer. Yeah, how can I even call you a gamer if you don't have 57 Ti Ti 1080s duct taped together, all strapped inside of your rig, okay, with you having like a fucking like jet turbine trying to suck all the heat out of the room, because if not, the entire rig would catch on fire, burst into a ball of flames, and then you'd be out $150,000 that you spent on your new computer, and like, you're definitely not gay, but every single appliance every single like device that you have that connects up to your computer glows in RGB rainbow colors, okay? But you're definitely not gay, all right? You're not. We're not, though. But listen, I just really like the rainbow colors, all right? There's nothing great. I mean, Rainbow Road. I mean, is that gay? I mean, come on now. Anyways.
For people who are complaining about games being difficult and hard, is that when they're asked, why are you playing on that difficulty, when the actual difficulty is not that actual difficult.
What the fuck? What does that even mean? Why are you playing on that difficulty if the difficulty is not difficult? Who are you to judge what difficulty is difficult for other people? Well, actually, as you see, what they were playing on wasn't actually that hard. I know because I played it, and my experience is the only experience that matters. Dog, they're the one playing the game. I don't give a shit. This is, you know what this is like? For me personally, this is like when you watch like the super like cooking elitist people who are like making dishes, and you're like, and they see someone like trying to do freestyle with it with some like some random like dish, and they start to flip out, and they piss their pants, maybe shit and come, and they're like, I can't believe you're making it like this. That ingredient doesn't go in this dish. I can't. How you can do this? How can you be doing? You're defiling my ancestors. Like,
Shark, Pog.
Calm down. You're not the one eating the food. You're not the one playing the game. You are in no way able to talk about how someone else's experience is when they're playing their game. It's their game. They bought it with their money, all right? And they're playing it for their community or by themselves when they get home from work or they get home from school. They get to play it on their time. You can't sit here and be like, it's not difficult, so why how dare you complain about it? Maybe it's difficult for them. While they're using 80% fat butter, not 84%, disgusting. You call that cooking? I call it a war crime.
You say that you just aren't having a good time at it. Yeah. And then they show you a video of a quadriplegic playing the game and successfully beating it in the hardest difficulty, with the most damage-heavy setup, with the most speed-heavy strat, with nothing more than an accessibility port and an adaptive controller. And when they ask you, well, if he can do it, and if a 16-year-old can be able to make it through the tutorial of Cuphead, when Dane Takahashi can't, and when journalists and writers, people who are supposed to be paid up to 50...
Let's pause it for a second, okay? You say you have trouble playing a video game. Well, let me tell you that this person born blind and deaf and mute, with no arms and no legs, who's just a torso, was able to play this. I was able to play this game on the hardest difficulty mode with only an accessibility port. So, honestly, who are you to talk about what game is hard? Dog, what the fuck is wrong? What is that comparison? The Cuphead tutorial guy was awful. Yeah, that was ridiculous. That was really funny though. But that has nothing to do with random people wanting to play the game on easy mode. And the thing is, Cuphead does have an easy mode. Actually, even Cuphead has an easy mode. Now, dodging doesn't have an easy mode, but the game does have an easy mode, and you can play on it. And you know what? You can have absolute fun doing that. And I don't care if you play on like the easy mode, the normal mode, or the difficult one. I don't. It doesn't matter to me. It shouldn't matter to this guy either. Just because some dude with like no arms and no legs was able to play Sekiro with like blinking and rolling his neck, okay, what does that have to do with other people? What is this argument? wow, one person was able to do it, so you should be able to. What if it's still like about fun? Games are about fun. What if they still don't have fun doing? Maybe that person is having fun, but this person isn't. This guy, he's just completely unable to empathize with other people's experiences unless they work for his own gain.
$50,000 a year plus benefits and severance because Jason Schreier cannot be bothered to play the video games that they are paid to cover and play, and instead spend all of their time trying to get games deplatformed by petitioning the US government in the case of 6 Days of Fallujah, or, in the case of most of them, saying that the games are horrible, racist, misogynistic, and shouldn't exist.
Wait. We all know how I play a game and I get beat. How the boss beats me 4 times in a row, and I throw the controller down and I say, this is racist. Because I live in the real world and those things actually happen. What's he even referring to? A game was hard, so people called it racist because the game is hard. What do you want about? I'm sorry, dude. Did he watch the same vid we did? Because she didn't say any of that. This is it. This is when people say that gamers are oppressed. This is what I'm talking about. This guy, unironically, has like trauma. This guy has like gaming trauma that he carries around a suitcase, like a travel-sized suitcase that you're going to go spend a week in the Bahamas with, filled with just gaming trauma. All right. And he brings it with him everywhere. He totes it with him wherever he goes. And whenever anyone says anything, even approximating something that he imagines to be something that some magical like gaming reporter said like 4 years ago in a Kotaku article, he's going to whip out his gaming oppression and go on a rant about how somehow this ties back to that and this has any relevance to it whatsoever. It's just ridiculous.
And all the other buzzwords they throw in there, from the likes of Destructoid, Rock Paper Shotgun, Polygon, Kotaku, and from individuals like Ian Hamilton and Anna Volins, and God forbid, Jason Schreier himself. What's actually happening is that people do not want to hear from a person who won't put in the effort to play the game despite having purchased the game, because they
Wait, they are making an effort to play the game. They are. They buy the game and then they set the game on easy mode and then they play throughout the entire game. They already did it. They did the thing that you're asking them. It's already happened. What are you talking about? You mean play the game that you want them to play? Play the game how you want them to play the game? Because that's what you're arguing right now. Because she played the game. She's playing games just on easy mode. But Shark, any woman complaining about gamers is an SJW who thinks everything is racist. Actually, that's extremely true. I forgot that anytime a woman complains about anything, that's it's a jab at our hobby, at our way of life. I forgot about this. We all know that women don't know how to play games.
believe that they're entitled to see and experience everything in it without being challenged.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know. How do you know that they're not challenged by easy mode? What if they enjoy the amount of challenge that they get from easy mode? These same kind of guys who turn around and complain about no women are interested in gaming. True. They'd be like, man, nobody wants to be a part of our environments. That's crazy. Man, nobody wants to be a part of your group that just throws shit like screeching monkeys anytime anybody wants to turn their game on easy mode. Man, wild to me. And then he came back, okay? One video wasn't enough. He came back. He had to do a rewind. He had to do a repeat, okay? Because she made a comment. She made a comment on this video, so he had to bring it all back. And he saw this, he was like, whoo, man, you have crossed the line, woman. This is going to be the final straw. He can't have it. Nah, bring that ass back here. You made this cope an hour ago. Stop insulting the achievements of disabled gamers by conflating difficulty with accessibility.
Bring that ass back here. You made this last tweet an hour ago. We're gonna have a serious talk about this, because
Wait, I'm sorry. Listen. When I was talking to Soup Poop, okay, And when we were talking about how people on the internet are just not normal, and how you just need to just start being normal, this is what I was talking about. Someone says, difficulty, making a lower difficulty is better for accessibility. And he says, we're gonna have to talk about this. I can't let this pass. I cannot let you keep committing these transgressions against the gaming community. This is your final straw. He looks like the Scrub Kings. He looks like his like unhinged uncle. You're right. This dude is too much. Wait, I gotta see this again.
Last tweet an hour ago. We're gonna have a serious talk about this because
we're gonna have to have a serious talk about this. This is so serious. We're gonna have to have a serious talk about this. This really means a lot to me. Okay. We're gonna have a serious talk about this. I'm sorry. Wait.
I'm getting sick and tired of seeing this excuse. Because this is a fucking excuse, Ashley. You're literally quoting journalists who cannot play video games well, to the point that they make excuses.
Oh my gosh, it's just when I'm telling you, dude, this is punished try hacks. Punished try hacks right here. Listen, all right, buddy, I'm sorry. Not everybody wants to be the quadriplegic person playing the game with the accessibility port. Not everybody wants to do that. That's not accessible for every person. This is like the idea of one person became a millionaire so everyone can. It doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. No.
And cut corners and use cheat engines in order to try and complete games that they are given more than enough time and more than enough.
Also, like again, just more trauma, just more gaming trauma. You're literally quoting journalists who won't play the game like I want them to. Maybe he has a leg to stand on when it comes to like gaming journalist, but for this girl who just plays games for fun with her audience, it doesn't matter. Why they have to be excuses? Yeah, why do they have to be excuses? What if it's just how they actually believe? Maybe they're just not skilled at the game. What does that matter? What if they are skilled at the game and they just don't want to play it like that?
Accessibility copies, access and review copies to play with, okay? Here's the problem with your argument. I'm gonna physically show it to you, because apparently we're just lying out here. In order for a person
is he actually doing it again?
The difference between being bad and being unskilled, you have to understand that this is not something.
Holy shit. He actually did it. He actually pulled up Sekiro quadriplegic. Holy shit. Imagine using this person who just wanted to play the game, who just wanted to play Sekiro as like a cudgel every single time someone talks about how they want an easy mode. Imagine, dude.
Thing that's pulled out as a in the pocket argument to win something because you see, they were able to do it, so I can't do it. No, that's not the problem. Do you understand that these games are difficult because that is a feature?
Also, she didn't even mention a specific game. Wait, does Sekiro have an he'll be hairless by 35? Yeah, this molding, it just cannot stand. Wait. I'm sorry. She didn't even mention the specific game. You have no clue what game she was mentioning or referencing. He just pulled up Sekiro. You don't know if she was talking about specifically Sekiro. She didn't mention a game. She just talked about just being on easy mode. And this guy, I'm telling you, just trauma. It's just go to therapy. Men will literally make call out posts to women talking about how they play games on easy mode on Twitter rather than going to therapy. Go to therapy. Go. Leave your house, go outside, you need it, I promise you. It's gonna be better than this.
It is an accessibility problem if you seem to think that the difficulty is what's holding them back. Clearly, from what I explained before, he's not having any problem doing this.
He's not having any problem doing this? Maybe if this person, making this content is so skilled that they can do it flawlessly now because it's just practice. You really think this quadriplegic person picked up an accessibility port or an Xbox controller and then was instantly able to kill all the bosses in one try or something, or do it as easily as other people who are like able-bodied, you are just so fucking stupid. Like, I'm sorry, you are just a dumb person if you actually believe that. This dude, what you think this? Wait, do you think that this translates to other people, or like other things when it comes to disabled people? What do you guys think? Bring back bullying and make it 10. The bullying just got 10 times stronger. Do you think that this guy thinks about this when it comes to, like, I don't know, elevators? You think so? He's like, people, oh yeah, all those like disability advocates talking about how disabled people need healthcare. Well, look at this quadriplegic person who gets all the medicine he needs by farming on his front lawn. He found, okay, so he bought all the seeds from all the plants that they derive the medicine from on eBay, and then he planted them, and he's able to harvest those plants and like extract their nutrients to make sure that he gets all the medicine he needs. If they can do it, you can do it too. All right, stop complaining about your healthcare, bro. You're just a bitch. What? Do you think this guy says the same thing about like stairs? Like, dude, you're talking. I remember I saw a dude born without legs. Okay, he hit the gym every single day, and he can bench press 420. All right, and he's able to crawl up the stairs with just his legs, just walking like that, or with just his arms, just walking like that. He doesn't need a wheelchair. All right, so you complaining about how you can't afford a wheelchair is just bitch mode. All right, this is just such a stupid argument. He's a stairmaster. Yeah. Huh. A ramp? Well, actually, if you actually tried, then maybe if you actually worked out and tried, then maybe you'd be able to make it up those stairs without a ramp. Huh, honey? What a clown. My goodness. This argument doesn't stand up once you actually like you actually like think about it. Like at all. Once you think about it, like at all. It makes no sense. But I highly doubt this guy does any thinking.
You cannot use it as an excuse. You're not helping people with accessibility features. You're making excuses. It's really not a haha funny thing to say anymore. It stops being funny when I see journalists writing articles and making petitions directly to the US American government to censor their political rivals in a business because they can't succeed.
Shark, Pog.
Oh, wait 1 second. I want you guys to just look at this guy's face. This guy's gone full Joker. This guy's gone full Joker mode right now. Like, I'm sorry. This guy's talking about how a girl wants, mind you, bring this all back. It's just a dude. It's just some chick wanting to play her games on easy mode without being bullied by people like this. And this guy has gone full Joker mode. Look at his face.
Because they can't succeed.
You keep trying to change my games because you can't succeed.
You're not helping quadriplegic gamers. You're not helping disabled gamers. If you want to play on the easy difficulty, that's something you keep to yourself. God.
What? Dude. If you want to play on the easy difficulty, then never talk about it and never be a part of any of our gaming spaces because you'll never be accepted. I hate you. You keep that to yourself? What?
Shark.
Something you keep to yourself? God and between the sheets.
Yeah, playing games on easy mode is honestly makes you more oppressed than being homosexual in America. That's crazy. Just on Kulu, thank you so much for Colo. Thanks so much for the follow. Joining the frenzy and being so incredibly pog. I appreciate you. Thank you. Why does he think the only disability that exists is quadriplegic? Because that's because he doesn't care about disabled people. He just uses their disability. Anytime they succeed, he just uses it as a cudgel. He just uses disabled people as a cudgel. That's all disabled people matter to him. That as far as he can use them to like beat people over the head who have gaming disagreements with him, that's the only reason he cares about these people. Period. This guy wasn't informed that Gamergate is over. He actually thinks that I'm actually pretty sure that this guy thinks that Gamergate was just like a psyop and inside job to make gamers look bad. I'm actually unironically, I'm pretty sure that's what he thinks. I saw him making fun of people who talk about Gamergate, and I think that's actually what he believes. Gamers, I love freedom of speech. Also gamers, journalists need to shut the fuck up and not criticize games. Yeah, this guy is actually criticizing journalists for criticizing games.
Stop going after you've made an argument, realizing where you fucked up your logic, and making excuses to try and justify it afterwards. Just stop complaining!
I'm the Joker, baby. Stop touching my games. You won't like it if you keep touching my games. You won't understand. You don't understand. You can't take this from me. Holy crap. Outside. We live in a society. We live in a society that hates gamers, bro. This post is cursed. This post is very cursed. Ooh, who's that? Is that like? That's like. Is that Trump's daughter? Cancel. Is this what I'm getting canceled for? Why the fuck post that shit, bruh? Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene. AOC. Is this even real AOC? This looks like an edited picture of AOC. And then, oh yeah, this is like so. This is so cursed. Who gives the best head? And he pinned it. Obviously between AOC and Kaylee. Oh my gosh. Oh, is that Kaylee McEnany? Oh, is this who this is? Is this Kaylee McEnany? Oh, I totally forgot what Kaylee McEnany looks like. Oh, they're actually discussing either probably AOC. She has to be good at something to get into her position. It's certainly not actually being good at her job. Oh, that's why, because they're fucking Republican. I see. Oh, they're just cringe. It makes sense. I know Caitlyn know how to make that throat work. Yeah, I'm leaving this place. This place is just so cursed. Man, it's so hard for me to think of a place that's more cursed than this right now. Honestly. I knew that this was bad, but I didn't think it was this bad.